Today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you how to improvise with 4 chords. Up until now, I've been doing a whole series on major scales. Remember our C major scale? Well, today I'm going to show you the 3 primary chords on C major scale. Each scale has got 8 notes, which we call scale degrees. Now, each scale degree, you can actually build a chord on that scale degree. So what we're going to be learning is the 3 primary chords in C major. The 3 primary chords we'll start on the 1st degree of the scale, the 4th degree of the scale, and the 5th degree of the scale. This is what we call the tonic, because it's the first note, the chord, C chord. Then you've got the F chord, and then you got the G chord. There's one other chord that I'm going to add in, and it's actually called a secondary chord. You know, like we have with colors in art. We have primary colors and we have secondary colors. Well, we have the same in music. We have our primary chords, and then all the other notes in between, we call them the secondary chords. Okay? And those are actually what we call minor chords, and then the chord that's on the 7th degree of the scale will be called a diminished chord. I'll explain all of that in another lesson. But for today, what I'm going to show you is how we can actually improvise with those 4 chords. So I'm going to include a C chord, an E minor chord. The reason why I'm including the E minor chord is just to give the chord progression a little bit of character, sort of like sadness to it, but it doesn't make the chord progression sad. So we've got our C chord, E minor chord, our F chord, and our G chord. But we're not going to play our chords like that. Okay, like for example, I could play like this. It sounds a little bit flat. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to play the chords in a way where I don't have to jump around the keyboard. I'm going to play my C chord in what we call root position, because the name of the chord, which is the C, is in the bottom part of the chord, or the first note of the chord. Is my C chord. Then I'm going to play an E minor chord. And instead of playing that one, which is E, G, and B, I'm going to play this one. It's just I'm starting on the B. Okay, so let me do that again. So it's my C chord, which is a C, E, and G. Then I've got my E minor chord, which is my B, E, and G. Then I'm going to play my F chord. Now remember, F chord was F, A, C. Well, I'm going to play it in a different inversion, or in a different position. Instead of F, A, C, I'm going to go C, F, A. So it's the same letters, same chord, it's just in a different inversion. When we invert something, it means we turn it around. So this pencil, if I invert it, I turn it around. Let's go through that again. My C chord, my E minor chord, then my F chord, and then we're going to play the G chord. Now remember, the G chord consisted of G, B, and D. So it's going to be G, B, and D, but we're starting from the B. B, D, G. But now we're going to add one more note to the G chord, and that's going to be what we call the 7th. So if I play the G major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But because I'm in the key of C major, I'm not going to play the F sharp. I'm just going to play the F. Now that's the 7th note of the G scale, okay? But it's not a sharp, it's going to be a natural F, because I'm actually playing these chords in the key of C. So instead of just playing a G chord, I'm going to play a G7 chord, which normally will lead back to the tonic. Now with those 4 chords, the C, the E minor, the F, and the G7, I can improvise something like this.